All right, so I'm trying to see if my co-pilot is here. Uh, no, he's not here yet. So, all right, so I'm trying to see if my co-pilot is here. Okay. No, he's not here yet. So, all right, so I'm trying to see if my co-pilot is here. Wow, do I got a cluster going on here? Okay. Nice. Oh, let's try this again. No, I haven't looked to see why. I didn't find out why you came to me. So give me about 10 minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write on the board, figure out why you need my services. So give me 1 second. I'm trying to. Oh, I have a co-pilot that I like to have work with me. So give me 1 second. I'm trying to see if he's on board. And then once I do, then I'll take a look. So basically, yeah, yeah, okay. So he's on. So my co-pilot here, he checks my audio and he makes sure everything's good. Yeah. So for my co-pilot, well, I'm doing a view. This is kind of an unusual one. It's for specific information. I'm looking for specific information. So what I have to do is literally, I've got to figure out um, why this person's being a target or what the information. So basically, the task is, what am I looking for? And surprisingly, that's one of the uh, that's one of the cool things or the cool aspects about this. Um, I have no clue what this is about. So um, I don't know if they're watching yet. You can check to see if we got 3 people in the lobby or see what's going on. Okay, so the whole deal about this, he's looking for a random bit of information. He's looking for, what was he looking for? He was looking for, oh, specifics. So specific information. All right. For what they were wanting, obviously, if I can reveal the specific information, then this is a good thing. So, and I thought it was kind of a cool challenge. I thought, you know what? Why not? Because it's like I'm not, the target isn't a hard and fast target, but it is a hard and fast target. In order to get to the target, I need to have this little bit of information handy. So it's just like, okay, I present this and then I get to look at the other target. All right, so specific information. Now, what is the information? So what I'm going to do is ideogram. So we're going to do an ideogram. Yeah, people, business, pain. Okay, so I don't know if it's bleed through from the target that you're looking for, if this is bleed through for the target for specific knowledge of what you're looking for. So I've got a building, I got a person, I got a business, I got pain, and I don't know about the pain. It's more of a high intensity energy, high intensity emotion, which pain is usually pretty high intensity. Um, there's a physical object, not quite sure what it is. And then I got this. This seems to be something to do with, I'm not really sure what this is kind of like a folded, this is almost metaphysical here. It's folded. And I think it's, when I look at it, it's almost like our 3D realm folded, like maybe I'm looking at a folded version of our universe, but there's like maybe a wormhole in it or portal. So let's just say folded and portal. Now, I don't know if the specific information that you're looking for is about wormholes or portals or beings, dimensional beings. I don't know if this, I don't know. I'm not really sure what you're looking for as far as, I mean, this physical object you have, this is kind of an odd, um, it's, I think it's on top of a desk where the desk is sitting there and this is towered up. And I don't know, I don't know if this shape, you can see that just shape barely there, where it's like a spike is actually the object, or if this is a representation of something that is supposed to mean something. This this portion right here. Now this portion where it's this little curvy, funky line, something else. I'm not quite sure what that is. It's almost like a. Uh, so you have this object with a spike, which is either data or an actual physical representation, and then you have this little whip thing that I can't figure out what it's for. It's almost like it's whatever it is separate. It's either part of it or it needs to be there or it's two separate items that are really close together. It feels different than the first one. So these two things I think are actual, or at least I think actual is probably the best bet. And then possibly data on top of it. So structure the person. And now I'm looking at one person now, and that's probably you. But I'm also looking at people around you. So it looks like there's, I don't know, 5 or 6 people around you. I don't know why. They're watching you do something. They're watching you, and these are adults. They're not like, it's not like family members. So I'm not talking about family members watching you. I'm talking about adults watching you. And I guess it could be family, but I'm not really sure what you got. Okay. Uh, Let me scroll down, see if you wrote me any messages. Um, uh, see, I wonder if the other stuff could be bleeding through. I'm more, well, because he has two targets. So if, no, no, but this person has two targets. This first target is to say, hey, that I can actually do this. And the second target is the actual target. Now, the actual target has meaning, and I'm thinking that part of this is actually for the second target. Yeah, it made you think of a review in a Grand Canyon. Yeah, yeah, I know. I saw that folded thing. I was like, ooh, that could be exciting. But it may be something as simple as, I don't know, maybe there's a person who needs help with, some sort of dimensional being, or maybe they're being attacked, or maybe they see aliens. I don't know. But this is curious. 'Cause I'd like to know what this. It feels like a statue or a relief or a. I wish I could draw it. Maybe it's a rocket. I don't know. This is what it feels like, and it's the weirdest feeling is to see what this spiky thing. I mean, it's literally a spiky, and I don't think it may be smooth or rounded on top. I don't know, but to me, it feels like it's a spiky thing, and it's almost like a. God, it almost feels like a rocket contrail because it's got downward energy. So it's either a candle that flashes down or a rocket contrail. There's this downward flow is very strange. So I'm going to write candle AOL, and rocket AOL. Correct. Um, oh yeah, yeah. It's almost like a pawn in a chess piece. It's got this that weird shape to it where the pawn is just the bulb and then it's got the white base. So yeah, you're right. It could be a let's put it down. Pawn and chess piece. All right. Oh, what else is there? All right, so let's look at this dimensional aspect quick. Why? Actually, a dimensional aspect is just an unusual shape. Is there like actually? I mean, am I looking at how space is folding and we have connections, or is it more along the lines of I have a couch or a funky chair that's folded and stained? I mean, I don't know what it is, but normally when you see something really clear, like what I'm looking at, you write it as an AOL. So it's very, very clear AOL. It's, I see it folded. 3D space and connections and wormholes on both sides. So that is going to be an AOL. All right. So I have the color gold. Flowing. I have it's funny. I've got smell. I'm not quite sure what it is. Lingering. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what that is. Um, oh, off topic, but do wormholes work by folding space or something different? Something different. Works fine. It doesn't actually fold space. It's actually a connection between 2 points in space. But the easiest representation is make a taco, stick a pin through it. And that's the easiest representation. It doesn't work like that because 4D space and 5D space are much different than 3D space. So you can actually do some amazing things. And the other thing is it's the higher dimensions and the smaller things get, the closer things are. So it's kind of a it's kind of a catch 22. I don't know how many dimensional aspects there are. I don't have enough knowledge about physics that I can actually answer that question. But to me, it's almost like 3D space representation. A taco with whole culture is not what it looks like. But that's the easiest to interpret. Um, I got this color gold. I got flowing. Uh, I got a feeling of herringbone feathers. I have this weird. It's kind of weird. It's like this. I can see this pattern, but I don't have it overlapping. It's like, is this a chain, a bracelet? Is this is this jewelry? Watch. 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 Or necklace. So I think it's not like watch. It's got this cool design. It's like I don't see the timepiece. I see the band. And that's why I think possibly necklace or a chain, because I don't see the timepiece that this thing's associated with. I do see the gold, I see the gold color, I should say, and the flowing and the smell. Uh, so the question is what's his do ships have tile or are they smooth? Um ships are Ships are very utilitarian. They don't have tile. They're going to have a smooth surface that's painted rough, so that when you're walking in it, you're not slipping on the epoxy. Um, from what I understand, that there's a lot of aluminum and titanium in some ships. So I think they have a titanium outer shell and then a aluminum inside, and then full mess is not outer shell, a titanium structure where the people are, and tile on the outside of the ship. Depends on the. It depends on the. Are you talking rockets? Or are you talking about what kind of ship? Because the the one they decommissioned here had that had wings and flew like a brick. That had tile, and then most rockets when they reentry have tile on the bottom. Okay. Yeah, the reentry rockets have tile, and they're just heat tiles to keep the rock from burning up. So, did I determine the substance of the non-metal, or for the rocket pawn? Should I move this button? There's a button that's in my way. I can't move it. Um. Oh, here it is. Okay. Did I determine the substance metal or non-metal for the rocket pawn shape candle? Rocket pawn, rocket candle shape thing here is whatever it is flowing. Um, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what it is, and I'm also not sure how important this thing is. This feels like to me very much a contrail. I mean, it literally feels like a rocket blast. I don't see the rocket, I see the blast, fire reaching from the sky. So, but, you know, he says that he's reading, trying to see the wording. I got two computer screens up. I'm trying to figure out what the wording was. Wording was, can you tell him any specific thing? All right. So I guess it's a specific, just a specific thing on his mind. Um, I don't know. I'll tell you what. Let me try to do that. Let me take a picture of all this. Oh, I have to do a. My next view is going to be 2023 with a couple people. I have to literally. Um, I need to find me a couple people to do a group view, and I have to. I have to look at three missing objects. So that's going to be interesting. You know, if this was a tablet, it's a sucky tablet. Yeah, it was funny. camera picks up just momentarily on this thing right here. And I don't know why it picked up on the people. That's the ideogram for people. That's not a normal ideogram for a normal person. Which again brings me to the metaphysical. Am I looking at ghosts? Am I looking at aliens? Am I looking at, what am I looking at? This particular ideogram is used for different known beings, so, but it can also be used for people, which again, all right, let me see if I can pump out some more data. About 2023. What's 2023? Oh. So you got all those pictures. I'm gonna erase. I'm gonna erase specific information on this side, and I want to erase the building structure, the business watch or necklace. I'm going to leave here the pain. I'm going to leave whatever the hell this is, and the metaphysical and the being. But we'll just leave those and see what we do. So, oh yeah, I was scrolling through Reddit. Before I started, so when I accidentally opened Reddit on my phone, you heard the voice of one of the little, I don't know, whatever the feed was on Reddit. So basically, somebody talking about something. 2023. Let's go page two. All right. So I'm gonna go right here. Oh, so the deal with this is how it was phrased, and it was phrased. Can you can you tell me why I contact you, or can you read my mind, or something like that? Any specific thing about that? Okay. So why? I'm not really sure what I'm looking for, but it sounds like you want me to describe an unknown target that you came to me for. The unknown target have these attributes. Uh, Let's look at pain, and let's look at the being or person, and we're going to leave metaphysical for now. Okay. Pain. And you tell me why eye contact, what to expect from yourself. This is kind of like a treasure hunt. I just don't know what the treasure is or where to look. I mean, is this person thinking about physical object that he's looking for? Is this person looking at, does he want help looking for something or answers to something? The pain aspect is kind of strange. Um, because I have an image with that. It's not just pain, it's an actual pain with an image. So image I get it's kind of like why? It's like so here I have an image of a person that's got his hands in the air and he's asking why. Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, is there something wrong with this guy? Is he looking for something? Is he trying to? Is he in pain? Because I mean, is he feeling pain? I guess the question would be, should I take a look at this guy and see if I mean, am I looking at cancer? Am I looking at surgery? Am I looking at illness? Am I looking at something that happened to him? A loss? I mean, you have a younger girl that seems to be good. But again, this is, I mean, for all I know, this is an AOL. I mean, is this bleed through from my side? Is this actually just a ghost or an image that's hanging around him? Does it have anything to do with the pain that he's feeling? Uh, but that's incredibly wild. And I don't know who this person is with his hands in the air. It's like there's more around this person, but I mean, this is the most prominent. Ooh. If someone is down with a crooked feet or able to get a good enough view, I just want to test from skeptic or someone who just want verification. Can I tell if the pain is physical, mental, or spiritual? Okay, so the pain, that's why I was looking to see if it's like cancer. Does this person have cancer? Is there physical attributes that hurt? Is like a broken arm or something? So I'm looking for anything to do with the body without doing a deep physical diet. This person, I didn't feel like going into this person and doing the full work. So I'm looking on the outside for physical, and um, there just seems to be just it feels like an emotional pain, and it's tied to something physical, and I don't know what this physical aspect is. It's tied to something. It feels like a loss, and I don't know what this loss is. So, and again, I'm not 100% sure it's pain. It's just a high energy thing, and it can be good, it could be bad. So, but this person is near, and I'm not 100% sure that she's passed on. It feels like she's passed on. So, um, so as far as being able to see the initial target that he's looking at, I would say it's something to do with a dimensional aspect or a ghost or a an angel or something to do with the religious aspects, I guess. Um, I don't know why I'm so fixated on that. And the whole rocket thing is kind of interesting. Oh, I don't know. I can't. The question is there anything important she wants to say to him? Uh, I can't tell. You know, I don't see anybody trying to communicate. It's more of um, a looking down, hopeless kind of feel. Um, I don't see I don't see the mean or the attempt to communicate. So I don't think I actually hit his target very well. I can honestly say that for this for this particular attempt, I can honestly say I think I'm missing the target because I can't quite clearly see the images of what the target is, right? So there's an actual definition of what this target is that he's talking about for what he's looking at. So there's an actual feel for it. But why this comes into play is I just don't know. Um, it is no, I think I'm not. I I've got a lot going on today, and I think I'm a little frazzled. So maybe I'm not picking up like I normally do. I'm not doing a good job on my end, calming down and you know being still and letting the data come in. So there's a possibility that I'm just not letting the data in. Um, I'm not letting the music carry me away. I'm fighting this. But then again, the ideograms are really strong. So I'm thinking that uh, let me try something quick. Career no, probably. Let me let me try this. We're gonna do that career health. So we'll do the hot and cold air day. One, two, three. Yeah. I'm gonna throw one more in there, then the others. And by others, I mean like other people involved. All right. So my co-pilot suggested I use ARV method to determine what this target is that you have for me. ARV just simply means I have two answers. And in this case, I have four answers. No, two answers. It's either hot or cold. If it's hot, that means yes. If it's cold, that means no. So I'm going to actually freaking touch it. And if it feels cold or feels warm or has images of warm things or cold things, that will determine if it is about these. So all I have to do is basically touch this. Okay, career, no. A family seems to be, this is maybe. I can't tell. Career is no, though. It's not about his career. I'm thinking it possibly whatever it is. I mean, these are literally warm compared to that one. That was cold. So it's kind of, it's like, well, I mean, public life, similar to career. I don't know. I don't know. I was focusing on the career, so I couldn't tell you. Um, let's see if he's responded. Nope, hasn't responded yet. Okay, so one of the aspects I wanted to look at was one of the, does that mean that there is no obvious physical connection, or is this all simply thought? I mean, I have a mental image of. Let me write down all the mental images. Yeah, when I say that, here's mental images. So first up is a card, and it's either a it's either a face card or a tarot card. I don't know which. Um, is it a jack? Jack of it's either a jack of diamonds or hearts, and it feels like it's jack of hearts. I'm not surprised, but it could also be a tarot card. That's the first image. So this image is a face-up card and it has a picture on it, but it feels like a jack of hearts, something with hearts or something with jack. There's something with it. Okay. That's the first image. The second image is wind or a gust or change. And then I have falling down, and then I have failure. Or I'm not. I don't know what this is trying to tell me. Failure of what? Of what is the fail? So this is a lot of data about something I can't quite wrap my head around. What am I thinking? And I mean, between the mental image of this, the metaphysical, and then all this mess, I mean, I'm not sure. And then the pain aspect, it's like surrender. So submission and surrender. Um, really? What's the so? Copilot's saying that the page in the night may have been merged into the jack. So what would the representation of a jack of hearts be for Proterra? I mean, what would it represent? Love or loss of love? Or something to do with how you love, maybe? That would be interesting. Right. Um, I'm gonna write a nice little note to this guy, let him know that I'm not sure I'm very successful at this, but I tried. So let me get my screen back size. So I was thinking, let's see. So if I want to summarize all this mess, it would be um, so flowing energy, possible pain, um, maybe a lost one. Oh, help family and others. Okay, so while my co-pilot is looking up Jack of Hearts in the tarot deck, which I think would probably work when you're looking across. Um, I don't really know how much of this is going to be accurate as to what you were thinking about at the time you set the target. Determine if it's right side up or upside down. Jack of Hearts. I'm thinking right side up. And if it's right side up, wouldn't that be like a gain? Yeah. All right. Yes. Okay, so hot polarized so we're covered. Okay, is it Jack up or down? I don't know. I'm having a hard time. So it's not really conclusive either way, unless I did an ARV where I posed that question as a jack up or down, then I could probably do it that way. So So my response is wrong, and he let me know that for your thank you for letting me try. I'm going to ask him was the uh, what was the answer. So now I'm asking. It's not just. It'd be nice to know how far off I was. So, anyways, yeah. So it sounds like I did it. Okay. Student openness, curiosity, Knight of Cups, charm, romance, charm, actively pursuing heartfelt dreams, a journey from innocent beginnings to passion. Oh, wow. Block creativity, cool. Unrealistic expectations. Wow. So basically, I don't know. I'm waiting for the reply. He's gonna let me know. So the nice thing is now I'm gonna have an answer for what I was actually trying to look at. So this will actually work out good, and then I can close this up and just have looked at a cool target. And it was fun because this is like this is like a target that I just couldn't wrap my head around. So I'm waiting for the response. It'd be funny if it were a dull action picture or something lost. I'm looking for something lost right now. I got to go onto Discord and find me a couple people to help me remote view. I got three objects that are lost, or a chess piece, or a toy rocket. So my co-pilot just said it'd be funny if it were a doll action figure or something like that from childhood that was lost, or a chess piece or a toy rocket. I mean that would be but I actually got to go find some people to help me look for a pair of binoculars, um, some fake flowers, and a spoon. So I'm actually pretty excited about that because I like doing group views, and it would be cool to actually be able to do this since it would be locating these things, and it would be if I can pull this off where I can actually find them, that would be really cool. I guess they're in a house. The house has got issues, and they're trying to find this um, in this house. And so when uh, when I do this next view, we'll be looking for a specific item at a time. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. We done set it up. I rock. I mean, I just want you to know. So, co-pilot, I just want you to know I rock. So, I'm looking at this flame. I'm looking at all this metaphysical crap. I'm looking at this girl lost, right? Or girl side. She wants to. Here she is. Um, let's just say that I did really good, and I got a feeling that I have a feeling that I absolutely knocked it out of the ballpark. Now I don't know how much of this that. Yeah, we could try that actually. We could try that on the next one, but uh, But yeah, so I'm going to say that my remote view was a success, even though I can't specifically say that I out and out called for what this was. What I did is I saw aspects of what this target was, and I was absolutely 100% correct. To draw the conclusion or to put it into a description of what he wanted using my data would be kind of tough because my data showed aspects of his target all the way through from the beginning to end. And it's the question is now that I know the target, it's like can I do an additional view on that? So it's just that at this point, I think because the barriers in place, I didn't answer the question. So I am done for this. But for me, I'm like, what a fantastic kid. So I don't know if he's going to want to continue or just let it ride. And regardless, this was a great view. It was very fun. And if that target that he just told me what it was, I mean, if his description of the target is real, then I absolutely nailed it. Absolutely. Very happy. So, all right. Yes. Big pictures. Okay. So, I'll see if I can get permission to actually post, what the target actually was and you'll get it. Let me ask them real quick before I do anything. So, may I share this with everybody? May I share the target with uh, others who watch the video. And if he says no, that's cool. We'll just leave it at that. Cool. I'm going to take pictures of the whiteboard. Send it to you. Oh, cool. He said no problem. All right. So, um, 20 years ago, he met a girl or saw a girl or something. But this, from 20 years ago, this girl made such an impression on this person that he can't forget her. And now she comes to his mind in it with a dream. Uh, she is basically in his dreams. Why is she in his dreams? Why is she there in the dreams after 20 years? And now I'm looking at, right, here's the girl. Here's metaphysical plane. Here's this object, this physical object. I cannot figure out. It's this golden trail, just trailing. It's like a rocket ship. It's just. I don't know how this is important, but it is very important, and I don't know why. Pain. There's. Oh, dude, I nailed the target. I nailed the target. Metaphysical cord connected from the original counter. Yes, yes, he is tied to this person, but the person has moved on. So I mean, she is. I mean, it's unobtainable. Unobtainable. Um, it's like the door's been closed and you have to move on. But why is there a current connection now? So, and that draws all sorts of. I mean, I have tons. When I just said that, I just got a flood of images that I'm not going to go into. But I mean, it was like the cord, the door is closed. That was a that was a really good target. Um, Okay, let me send you these pictures. I'm going to chalk that up as a win, guys. So the answer was answer a girl from 20 years ago. That is the answer. Wow. Love it. Absolutely love it. That was so cool. That was so cool. Uh, why can't I find you? Okay, chat. There you go. All right. Well, cool. I rarely have the answer on a video, but I think what I'll do is I'll go back into the title and then put that in the little blurb box to let people know that what I'm looking at is actually a girl from 20 years ago, a crush from childhood. Um, and then that with that little bit of information showing that this is what I'm looking at, but I didn't know it. Yeah, because I was blind to this the entire time. I had no clue. The the initial front load was um, oh, can you read my mind and tell me why I contact you and what to expect from your service? So it's just basically, can you tell me why I contact you and what to expect? So I gave it a shot, and I'll tell you what, I do not regret that at all. That was very exciting. I want to thank this person and let them know that I am very happy, and I hope that they can find an answer. Something on your phone. Camera app seems still, not sure. And there, so, all right. So I'm gonna get ready to log off here unless this person wants a little bit more information. Um, give me 1 second. I think what I'll do is I'll go back through and I'll watch the video and make sure that that was at the last part, so it should be easy to. So, and hey, the for you, Sam, if you want to check out remote viewing, then the Discord remote viewing is very interesting. Um, I think what I'll do, I'll send you a link in in Fiverr, and then I'll make sure you have access to it, and you can check it out because there's a lot of remote viewers with a lot of different skills. I mean, I'm just an average remote viewer who does different things, but there are a lot of people with a lot more skills than I have, and they have a lot of information on remote viewing. So, okay. But yeah, I will post that information to you, and then you have it. Well, folks, thank you for joining me. The answer was a girl from 20 years ago. That was exciting. I rock. I mean, I don't know how to be more exuberant than that, but there you go. Yeah, if you guys have questions or comments or want me to look at something cool, let me know. Just drop me a note, drop me a message. Thank you very much, Matt. And Pilot, thank you very much. I'll see you on the next target. So.